Hi there, Shula Melamed here, and I want to talk to you guys a little bit about owning your story. This specifically is inspired by some clients that I've been working with in the last couple of years who have been out of the dating game for a while, haven't ever found the person to settle down with or build a life with, but have been pursuing a lot of other amazing creative pursuits, professional pursuits, traveling, and just never quite found the person. And they're ready now. So, one of the challenges that I come up against with a client like this is that they can't seem to own their story. They focus so much on the deficits or the perceived deficits that they think other people are going to see when they hear that they have not been in a relationship for a long time. They seem to completely forget all of the other things that they've been investing their time in and how much commitment and courage those things take. So I ask them to own their story. I haven't done anything in the last couple of years, how, society doesn't think of anything that I've done as something that's important. I've missed out on this one thing, and now I'm never going to find it. And if I go out on a date with somebody, they're going to think something is wrong with me. So how do I even bring it up? How do I talk about it? Instead of teaching them how to talk about it, I tell them that they need to own their story. There's something very vulnerable about being able to admit that you do want a long-term serious partnership after not being out there or finding the right person, being out there and not finding the right person. How do you explain yourself? And the thing is that you don't have to explain yourself. You have to accept yourself where you are right now, except that there's going to be a little bit of a learning curve of, understanding that it's okay that you're at this point and you still do deserve to go forward and find the kind of relationship that you want, but that the first step is going to be owning it. Not making up excuses, not saying things that'll maybe come off as odd to the person that you're sitting across from, like, well, there are no good people in this town, or it's impossible to, everybody's crazy when I'm out there. That's not going to be appealing either. It's just going to seem defensive and strange, and they're not going to really understand, where it's all coming from. Or it'll just come off as insecure. So owning your story means understanding that where you are right now is perfectly okay, and understanding that you're going to take the steps to move forward to create different kinds of relationships in your life, and that there's going to be a learning curve, and that's okay. And also being open and okay when somebody maybe questions you that, why haven't you been married? What have you been doing? And letting them know what you have been doing. If you've been sitting on the couch and not doing anything at all, maybe that's a problem. But I doubt that that's the case. So think of all the great things you've achieved. Think about all of the things that you want to achieve now and how you want to connect with a person, and just really bring that to the table. Say, I haven't met the right person, or it just never was the right time, but I'm ready now. And I'm ready to meet somebody and meet them in a way that I've never done before. And you know what? I'm really excited about that. Honest, open, simple. And maybe some of your fears and some of the reasons why not owning your story has been very protective for you is because it doesn't leave you vulnerable to the possibility of asking for what you want and not getting it. Because maybe you've experienced that in other areas of your life if you're a person who's been pursuing things like business and school and creativity, all of that stuff. But in this area, you're particularly vulnerable. But you will bounce back the more practice that you have. And it's never too late to learn these skills.